Hi, I'm Sviatoslav and today I will show how to do wooden spot lamp. I start with the design of the final product. This is the 3D model of the lamp where LED bulbs with a Gu10 socket will be used as a light source. I will make out of wood 4 cases, 4 rotary holders and the base of the lamp. So, let's go. I take unedged oak boards. First I level the side surfaces of the boards and afterwards cut out the boards with desired width. For lamp cases I will need a rectangular beam 110 by 90 mm. To make it, I glue 2 boards together with a wood glue, tighten them with clamps and set aside till glue dries completely. Meanwhile, I will make rotary holders. First I slit a board on a bandsaw, level the width and cut 4 pieces of the same length with a miter saw. Before figure cutting, it is convenient to drill all the holes in the workpieces. 2 holes on the sides for attaching the cases and 1 hole at the bottom for attaching the holders to the base. Next, we proceed to figure cutting, after changing the blade on the machine to a 6 mm wide blade. Afterwards, I sand the details with an orbital sander. Now, back to the lamp cases. I remove the glue remnants with a chisel, level the base surfaces on the jointer and make surfaces parallel with the help of the planer. Then I make all the necessary holes, however, this time with the help of a milling cutter. It is faster and more convenient to work with, because there is something to lean on. I make 2 holes for attaching the cases to the holders and 1 for the power cord. We proceed now to the most interesting thing, cutting out the inner part of the cases. I need to make cylindrical holes for the lamp sockets. For that, from the plywood I made a limiter for the mill, a square with a round hole in the middle. After cutting all the holes in the beam, we cut it in 4 pieces. Further on, according to our design, we round the corners. After this, I sand all the surfaces of the cases to prepare them for painting. Next step, making the base of the lamp. For the base, I decided to leave the back from the unedged board as a decorative element. I cut the thick 50 mm board into 2 boards 20 mm wide. They will be glued together. To do that, I use lamellas in the form of bots and a lamella milling cutter. I thoroughly glue the ends of the surfaces and the inserted lamellas. Tighten with clamps and leave to dry completely. The glue has dried. I put the workpiece through the jointer and cut the base to the desired length. In the base of the lamp I drill 4 holes for fastening the holders. And on the back side I cut out the grooves for the electric wires. Since I'm making a loft-style lamp, I'm going to artificially etch the metal details. For that I use citric acid to blacken the metal. That was the first time I used this method and I really liked the result. Next step, firing. By using solder and a soldering iron, I enlarge the wires. I cover the soldering spots with heat shrinkable tubes using a hot air gun. My wife went in the workshop, saw pieces of bark on the base of the lamp, asked what was it and said that she didn't like it. And my wonderful decor element started to disappear with the help of a chisel and afterwards of a radial nylon brush and a screwdriver. I had to admit that it turned out very well. I proceed to painting, a pleasant moment, as in the process the texture of the oak becomes more clear and wooden details get their final look. I use natural wax oil for painting. First I apply plenty of oil with a brush, keep it for a few minutes and then remove the excess with a lint-free cloth. After the oil has completely dried, I installed the lamp sockets in the cases. The process was quite dreary. Only a couple of fingers could get into the cylindrical hole while blocking the light, so I had to install the sockets with a flashlight in my teeth. Now I assemble the lamp. First, I fasten the holders to the base. Afterwards, I am going to attach the cases to the holders. It turns out that I can't do that, because of the bolt heads that fixed the sockets. So I had to unscrew the sockets, fasten the cases to the holders, and then again go through the dreary process of screwing back the sockets. Now, laying the wires in the prepared grooves and fixing them with a staple gun. I cut and strip the wires. To attach the wires to the power cord, I use these self-clamping terminals. That's all, our lamp is ready. Turn on, check, and we are ready to hang it. I unscrew the holders from the base to get access to the mounting holes. Connect the wires, attaching the lamp base with screws and putting holders in place. That's all. Thanks for watching and don't forget to subscribe.